Hello, hello. We are back, and we are going with our new save. This is exciting. Yeah, so for anybody who doesn't know, I may have slightly corrupted the old save. But yeah, so we're having to start again, unfortunately. But you know what? It's not the end of the world. I think we'll have a good time with it. So, what's up, Ball Muncher? Welcome. Alright, anyway, let's get started. I changed one thing, which is I turned on the sci-fi mode for the parts. So, all parts that could have possibly been available for the timeline are going to be available to us. That's really the only thing. And we're updated, of course. And we have a couple new mods. This is going to look a little bit different, as you guys can, as you can see. We got a bit of a different look going on here. But yeah, check this out, guys. 10 stream streak. That is impressive. I congratulate that. That's awesome. Thank you, Mr. Muncher. Alright, the other thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take X-Planes at first, as well as suborbital research. We did this a little bit differently before, but I think this is the way to do it, because we're going to get a lot more money if we do that. So, because of that, I kind of wanted to look through this actually, like what do we get that's new? I think we're going to get there's some new cryogenic engines we're going to have access to later on. I don't know which ones are new, to be honest, so I don't really know. We also should have Chinese engines somewhere. There we go. There's a Chinese Hydrolox engine. Yeah, I don't know when we'll start getting them, but at some point, I also added the Chinese engine pack. Wait, oh, that's a completely... Oh wait, no, that's the same. Yeah, here we go. Look at this. The YF3. This one has a boat tail. They kind of suck, but we'll have some new engines is the idea. Apparently a lot of new engines. I wonder if any of these will be any good. We'll see. But that'll be exciting. So, let's get our research going. Ooh, that might get annoying. Okay, let's put 20 into research. And let's build a rocket, shall we? Hello, Saturn! Welcome. We are running it back, everybody. I am slightly hungover this morning. But it's not that bad. I think we're doing okay. So I'm going to be trying to get through this part, like, with some pretty good pace, if I can. I think we want this... I don't remember if it's 5 or 400, honestly. Finish the flag if you saw. Oh, you did. Oh, cool. Okay, we will add that. Yeah, next time we restart the game, I will add that. That's sick, though. Thank you. Make it red. I fuck with the red. Throw one of these boys on it. I think it must have been 500. That just seems more correct. Artist. No, I mean, I fuck with it. Again, you know, there's definitely something to be said for the fact that, the current picture is probably a little sloppy, you know what I mean? So, wow, that's new. What the hell does any of this mean? Oh. Huh. Well, this is all very different. I don't understand any of that yet. I guess we'll figure it out. Yeah, that's all new. I think I like using these during the early game a little bit more than using the building the inner stages, because I think they're way lighter. And for these purposes, you know, saving any mass is pretty helpful. Something like this. Use our old reliable Mr. French engine, even though it's not reliable at all. Okay, so if we go to 53 seconds, we're gonna have failed 1 in 3 launches, 1 in 3.5 launches. That's not amazing, probably, but whatever. We'll be alright. Yeah, we're gonna be trying to rush through this part of the game pretty much as fast as we can, so we can get back to the interesting stuff. Appreciated. Okay, well, I guess we're not using that. Let's enable crossfeed on you. Or not. How do I grab the fairing piece here? Not going super great for the whole going quick thing. But I can't even grab the fairing, dude. How do I used to, okay, let's do it this way. Oh, I can't grab it while that engine's on it? Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, enable crossfeed, slap the engine on, there we go. Okay. Now we will add our fins. We're gonna make these probably white and red. I think is kind of gonna be a cool theme here. Oh no, white for the main. And then the section colors are all going to be red. Yeah, it's pretty sick looking. Let's lower the size of these. And let's give it just the smallest little spin. Just like that. Okay. Set up our staging. So we go there. Then we hit U. Then we fire you, and we fire you. And let's put a reasonable amount of electric charge on here. Let's configure our experiments to have a barometer and a thermometer to start out with. And what do we call this first vehicle? Let's name it something interesting. I'd like to have like a cool name for it, like a cool little short name, like Scout or something. I don't know though. Space Shot. How about that? Space Shot 1. Alright, let's give it a launch clamp. And let's do a little simulation, shall we? Did that auto scale? That did auto scale. Check that out. Huh, that's kind of cool. Alright, no kick motor on this. Let's see how she works. Space Shot 1, the first vehicle of this new era. Quite exciting. Hey Lenza, welcome. Stage those together. Okay. Seems to be working. Get the ignition penalty down. And let's fire off the next stage. Yeah, seems to work. Not seeing any, okay, well, we had an engine failure. But it does seem to work. So, I think we call that good enough. We might want to make the first stage slightly smaller, so we have a little bit better thrust to weight. Or maybe we can just add a kick motor. Yeah, we're kind of heavy. If we make this smaller. Yeah, that brings us under 2 tons then. Which would be nice. Is there anything else that we can realistically do here? I mean, this has a rated burn time. We go 44 seconds. 1 in 4 is gonna fail. 1 in 20 at max flight data. So, all right. I think we can say that's good enough. Let's tool it. Let's build our new launch site. Let's start out with one. I don't think. Back, bro. Where are we going? Right now, we're going straight up. We're gonna name this one Saturn, which is kind of funny for our first launch site that it's named Saturn, but that it will be. And then let me quickly fix my staging just like that. Okay, that is ready. There you go, Saturn. First launch sites for you this time. I got you. Even though it's our smallest launch site, which is, again, kind of funny. Alright, let's grab our first contracts. Carmen line and first launch. Let's grab an astronaut early. Let's grab Gleb. And let's get him training on... Yeah, that's going to be annoying. Let's get him training on proficiency on the X1 cockpit, which we are currently researching. Yeah, because that building opens that up every time I go to click this. That's going to get annoying. Let's auto hire 50 engineers and leave ourselves with 2,000 funds. That will be done in 6 days. We can max out the rate at which we built that launch site. And I think that's it. Hey, Plasma, welcome. Fish emote indeed. Okay. Let's get the building. How has Subnautica 2 been, by the way? That's a question for everybody. Has it been enjoyable? Oh. 300 charge is almost certainly enough, but let's add 400 just to be sure, and let's build it. Every Subnautica game is good. The second is amazing. Game of the year. Okay. Does this rocket spin? This rocket does spin. Absolutely. Come on. We've done this part enough. You guys know the rocket's gonna spin. Let's be honest here. Where are you going? Like I said, man, we're just going to, this rocket is just going straight up and then coming straight back down. It's not too much fancy about this one. Okay. And finish his proficiency. And, well, I wonder. I'm curious, do you guys think it's worth just starting to do the X-planes like super early? Well, actually, we still haven't unlocked it, so can't do it that early. But I wonder if it's worth like just trying to build up some early game rep by trying to get some of the X-plane contracts out of the way. Probably is. I can't imagine it isn't. We're still way in the green here. So let's keep researchers coming. Should I go up to 100? We can reserve like 500 funds. And then let's get our first launch out of the way, shall we? Because then we can start taking our people and doing all that stuff. Alright. Space Shot 1. I need some good energy in the chat here, guys. Let's see if we can do it. If we can make it to space on this first launch, I will be a happy man. Okay. Yep. Okay. Well. Mars and failed transfer wind. Okay, yeah, so we may have corrupted our save. By the way, we failed. We may have corrupted the save slightly, so we are having to restart Vedana. So yeah. Yeah, no, that was awesome. That was a great first launch. I mean, that's how they all go, to be honest though. Like when we use these relatively you know, slightly unreliable engines, seems to happen this way. Okay, let's get another one of you building. How long do you guys think I should wait to start on my like V2s? Like, should we have the V2 pad building already? It's an interesting question. I should have had that going first. Ooh. Three years? I don't think 3 years is the answer. I feel like I should have it building by halfway through this year. So when are you going to Mars? Hopefully in a little bit. We'll see. 5 years? Jeez. Yeah, we might be cooked. Alright, let's run it back. Hey, that's a better start. Let's check the transfer window. Yeah. It's a while. And also, we just do not have the technology anywhere close to get to Mars, so. At this, yeah, I know. Yeah, I like the look of this one. I mean, it's a little bit of a, you know, Red Rocket kind of looking thing, but, you know, it's going a lot better this time. And, I mean, the nice part is we got 1,000 flight data from both our engines failing on that first launch, so. As far as failures go, that was probably one of the better ones. Okay, good ignition, and another failure. This engine's meant to be the reliable one. Did we get high enough to do any science even? Heh. Nope. Well, that's range safety, yep. My goodness. This is a great start, everybody. Space agency sucks. Yeah, I guess we do. We just cannot get into space. We do suck. I hate to say it, but I think you might be right. Alright, let's build another one. And then I think we'll quickly design our A4. I think it's worth having. I wonder if there's something to be said for just completely skipping the sounding section entirely. Feels doubtful, but I wonder. Not right now, I don't. Bayanda, how we say her name on YouTube channel. Hopefully we will soon, though. I changed the size of these, or are these locked size? Yeah, they are. They're locked. Okay. Yeah, like, what if you just started out... Yeah, okay. This is only me. Like, what if the agency started out with doing just like A4 size rockets. There might be something to that. I don't know, but it's an interesting question. We're going to build a very basic design here. I'm not going to get too fancy. I mean, maybe we'll do it a little fancy. Okay. We're going to add a fairing for this, don't worry. I just want to see what the rate of burn time was. 1:39. I'm going to come down to right about there. Oh. I don't know what we did. What did we do? 0.6. Top needs to be something like that. And let's make this thing like army green. Then we'll add some red. Make it sort of, I don't even know, maybe some orange. Like Soyuz orange or whatever. Yeah, I don't hate it. Looks a little stupid. Thank you, Plasma. Look at that. That was made by our good friend Saturn in the chat. So shout out Saturn for the new profile picture. I still gotta add it on YouTube. But right now it is active on Twitch. Yeah, shout out Saturn. And we'll make these red and black. Give it some extra look to it. Okay. This is gonna be a pretty simple design. And just that and that. And it says we have no delta V. Did I not enable crossfeed? Yep, that's the issue. Okay. And we will call this I don't know what we're gonna call this one. Call this one Plasma Rider. Nah, that kind of sucks. I was gonna say something with plasma. Man, I suck at coming up with names. Like I suck with this so bad. Anybody have any idea? Plasma missile that kills you. Got you. Plasma missile that kills you. PMTKY. I like that. Alright. Oh yeah, we gotta set the controllable mass. That's a good idea. Okay. Simulate this B. First one is 100 vertical and 200 downrange, I believe. So, let's just verify this can do our first low. Oh yeah, I gotta remove that channel point for adding a beer to the queue. Because as much as I'd love to, I don't think we're gonna be doing much day drinking. I mean, you can save those points for the next drinking stream. we definitely completed the goal. So, it actually looks like we're going to make it 400, which I think is the second one. Well, okay. Maybe not quite 400, but we probably could have flown it better. Anyway, we validated the vehicle. Doesn't fail in the atmosphere. Okay, look. That was a simulation. We still got to see if it's going to work for real, for real. Alright, new launch site. Feels only right that we name this one Plasma, right? If I can spell it right. Plasma. Oh, that is right. Okay. And let's give it 15-ton capabilities. That seems reasonable. Okay. Let's build you. Got this thing tooled, so that's all good. Oh, your skin if you fails, so you better hope it works. I mean, sure. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Okay. We are losing money, but that was to be expected. Okay, that's good enough. Oh, and we can get started on our X-planes as well. It's going to cost more money, but that's okay. Did you watch Project Hail Mary? Of course I did. Of course I did. Very good film. We want to wait until we have the XR-11, because we're about to have it. We could definitely just wait. Yeah, that's probably the play anyway. Did you at least watch it 10 times? I have not seen it 10 times. It only recently came out on streaming, right? When did it, like... Oh, how about a day? Okay. Yeah, we have no research to be doing. Because we didn't get any science. That, like, that's such a blow to my heart right there. That makes me so sad. But whatever. Alright, we have this engine now. Is there... Okay, is there a better config we can buy? Nope, I'll use the first one, which is fine. Alright, let's build next plane quick. This one is going to be simple and easy. We're not going to go too complicated on any of these. That could be a bit thinner. Because we've done this all before, and we're trying to just get through this part of the game. So we're going for maximum efficiency here. So my speed building is going to get a test here. Hey, shit ass, want to see me speed bridge? Shout out. Okay, that looks pretty reasonable. Give it full surface control surfaces, which is going to give it an absurd roll rate. But they can also be used for spoilers then down the line. So just chill. Okay, pitch is good, roll is good. Let's give it some yaw. And I think we're actually going to leave this one silver. Not because I necessarily think that looks the best. But I actually don't think it looks the worst either. So I think it's kind of chill. Yeah. For a little nose gear action on there. Okay, let's move that nose gear up. Okay, let's turn the scale down on that nose wheel. And then move it back down. Go down a little bit further. And a little bit higher. Okay, it's good enough, and we'll throw a parachute on it. And Bob's your uncle. Got ourselves an X-plane. Let's add crew science, supersonic flight. Alright, let's tool it. It's gonna let me build it? Probably not. Yep. Modify the hangar. And let's call it something. What's up? How you feeling? I'm feeling pretty good. What up, Neo? Yeah, and this is the MiG -20. I like that, actually. MiG -20. Look, this is a reasonable X-plane, okay? I don't want to hear it. But yeah, I'm feeling alright now. Not too bad. Could be worse. The only part I'm upset about is the fact that we are currently, launch me. Dude, I don't have time. Oh yeah, what Minecraft mod are you making, Saturn? That's exciting. Oh, we don't have enough money. Could have seen that coming. Hey, progress is progress is progress, you know? Oh. Need to stop hiring researchers because they're literally doing nothing right now. Okay. Let's get that plane building. Yeah, but like, what's the mod about, Saturn? Okay, the MiG -20 has been added. We're not even simulating it. That's how confident I am. We'll see if that comes back to bite me or not. Let's start auto hiring engineers, and we'll leave ourselves 1,000 in reserve. All right, space shot will be ready. We really need this one to make it to space, or we are going to be in a rough spot. Planning for energy and basic electric furnace. Oh, cool. I feel like that's a good place to start as well. There's a lot of useful, probably, like, examples and stuff for that stuff. Is it your first mod you've ever made? We should do a Minecraft server for the Discord where we have like create aeronautics and all that stuff, and we can all build airplanes and launch pads and do a bunch of fun stuff like that. Would there be some interest in that? Might be able to swing that. Okay, let's try and make it past the Carmen line. So down. Okay. I may look into that. That could be really fun. Okay. We're gonna wait until this ignition chance goes all the way up because I'm just not risking it. Are you kidding me? That is 3 in a row. Did they like change the reliability of engines or something? Like, did they make that so that's more likely to happen now or something? Because that's absurd. Okay, well, I would not say this is an amazing start to the program here, guys. I'm going to be honest. Did somebody put some, like, voodoo on our mission or something? I know that was one of you. I know one of you did that. His flight has been biting my ass so much lately. I wonder if they did something. Because this feels, like, comically unreliable right now. I mean, we've had 3 for 3 failures so far. And that's pretty absurd. And I know they did change that mod a little bit. So, I'm wondering about that. Well, whatever. 32 days. I mean, we haven't even gotten to space yet. Oh, it's not looking good, guys. It is not looking good. We are auto-hiring engineers. Alright, space shot again. We are in August before getting the space. We've pretty much given up a year here. That's not good. Don't launch me yet. I'll be back soon. Hey, this isn't you. This is Saturn. Okay. We're still building the launch site for you. Well, guys, we're up to 3,000 flight data for 3 out of 3 failures. So, maybe that'll help. Who knows? We can change the staging slightly. Somehow, this engine's like way less reliable than it has been performing, I mean, pretty nominally. So, I don't know. Make it make sense. Don't know if I understand it at all. Dun 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 dun. I should really be recording on like a different audio track so I can make these into videos easier. Gotta be honest, was not considering that. But I guess it's not the end of the world. I'm not gonna say a word. Okay. I think we did it, guys. Hooray. What a freaking disaster. Not making it to space until August of 1951 is pretty rough. But I think we'll be alright. But we're gonna make it, guys. And we're finally getting science. That's the worst part. The worst part is that our researchers just haven't been doing anything for like 2 months. That really sucks. But, I mean, look at this. We're gonna get to like nearly 300 kilometers, it looks like. Over 300. Well, when the rocket works, we destroy what we need to do. Just a matter of when the actual rocket works, I guess. We have a good time in space here. Yeah, I mean, we're going to be doing good on science and stuff after this. But yeah, it's annoying. We really would have liked it not to take us to the 4th attempt, but that's alright. We'll recover. We got plenty of time to recover. Got 20 years. Yeah, rocket reaches space, finally. Okay. R&D. Let's get started. We need tracking systems. We need early science. We need post-war material science. Do we want early rocketry right now? Probably not. Supersonic flight. This would be helpful. But I think we're going to grab post-war material science. Yeah, but we need to focus on getting early science done as fast as possible. Tracking stations will be done by the end of the year. We're losing money because we're reconfiguring the pad, and our researchers are actually doing something now, which makes sense. We're still losing money. So let's get that completed. Alright, admin. We're going to take Mr. Milton Rose in here. At least at first. I think... yeah. Or we could take Brelov or him. He's also pretty good. Kinda sucks. I think we're gonna take Mr. Milton. I think this is the way. Maybe it isn't. Maybe we don't go him. I don't know. Oh, they nerfed him. It's only plus 8% now. That used to be plus 10%. That's pretty good. He's also pretty good. I think we're gonna take him. Okay. We are losing money here. Plasma launch site will be complete somewhat soon. So will our X1. Let's look at our contracts here. We can do a sounding rocket contract for sure. Let's take that and then let's get ready for you. Okay, let's build our sounding rocket quickly. I can't launch you yet, Plasma. I gotta build the launch site. Come on. Let's be reasonable here. Okay. High pressure. Choose. Oh, they completely changed the tank UI. Interesting. Alright, well. It's kind of cool, I guess. Yeah. There's our sounding payload. Let's make it white. Kind of switched up a little bit. And this is going to be Space Shot 2. And it becomes a little bit too heavy. Oops. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to have to watch that. But, okay. Just don't want me to eat your skin. Yeah, that's definitely what it is. Terrified. Alright, switch up our music a little bit. See, I don't actually like this. This is like too sad. I gotta find another, because I've been using like the same Stream Beats playlist. And I feel like it's a little bit, it's kind of getting old. How about this one? Yeah, that's too exciting. We need like we need just in between those, I think. This seems pretty chill. Let's try this. Okay, we're losing money, but that's kind of expected. That'll be done in 26 days. Plasma, the launch site will be complete in less than that. So let's quickly save up a little bit of money. And then once we launch this space shot, we can do the start integrating our A4 or our V2 or whatever we're calling it. Forget what was the acronym? It was something to do with plasma killing you. Forget what the acronym was exactly. Yeah, science is running. Send it. What do we have to reach for this? 130 kilometers, easy. Plasma missile that kills you. Yeah, so it's a PMTKS. It was. Internet died. Oh, shoot. Okay, we're back. I love it when it does that, dude. I love it when it just has a little moment of pain like that. I don't know why it does that. I've tried to fix it 1,000 different ways. So I apologize, guys. I know it's annoying. But hey, I'm living with it. You know what I mean? Type shit. Anyway. But I do apologize. I know that's annoying. I don't know why it does it, though. It just... every now and then... Oh, did it go again? Oh, type shit. Ha ha ha. You type shit and I got really, really nervous that it did it again. So I appreciate that. Okay, we made it to 211. We need to remember that for which contracts we can do in the future with this vehicle. Alright, that's all the science back. And a contract complete. Beyblade type shit. Okay, reps coming up. We have science to spend. So let's get probably avionics prototype and basic rocketry. Yeah. Maybe we should have gone supersonic. I don't know. We have a good research queue here. I mean, we need to speed it up a little bit. So, what did we say we wanted to do? We wanted to build the plasma rocket. Arc 1 capsule ended up staring me down at a loading screen before crashing the game. Oh, that sounds terrifying. Plasma missile that kills you. There we go. Alright, let's build it. Not enough funds? I thought this thing was cheaper than that. Oh, I guess it isn't. We're over. We can leave 18 on that, and we can auto hire here. Let's leave 1250 funds in reserve. We also need more researchers pretty desperately. But, alright, let's look at our contracts here. So, we can do the low space film return. That's going to be the first plasma flight. We can also do this contract now, but we won't get much rep or very good rep for it. So I think we're going to focus on doing you. Which in that case, we can take some guys away from here and throw them into the hangar and get our X-plane built a little bit quicker. Oh my gosh, really? When did it do it again? Okay, so we're back. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys. Very frustrating. I don't understand why it's doing it, but I really have no way to fix it is the other thing. Okay. We are auto-hiring researchers. We'll be done with that. Not that quickly. But once we finish the airplane, that's fine. So let's get our boy. See, we really got delayed here. And KSB music is playing for some reason, even though, once again, I have my music set to 0. Just randomly tries to start. Make it make sense. Okay, 57 days till we're done with that. We're building our plasma rocket slowly, but we are. And then we can look at... That is done in 71 days. Then we can build our other one. So I think we're just warping here. And then the nice thing is we can take the engineers off of the hangar, or at least most of them. Leave like 5 and throw them onto plasma. Alright. I don't know, like 250. Alright, we never simulated this. So, and we're launching at night for some reason. Why did I not warp until it was daytime? It's so dark. Oh my gosh, it's dark. I turned up my ambient light boost. I didn't apply that, did I? Where am I? Am I even... Oh, it's spawning me in the air. It doesn't teleport you anymore. It doesn't start you on the runway. Okay. Well, this is a little scary. Because I don't know where we're going, and I don't know what we're doing. Okay, wait, I can use the autopilot, kind of. If we pick a waypoint... Okay, we need to turn on the cruise... Let's climb a little bit, and then we're going to turn on the cruise flight director. I think we need to be above... Yeah, 10 kilometers for that. Science. Okay, cruise flight director. We're going to pick a waypoint, and we're going to go back to the KSC. Okay, that's fine. Let's get fast enough to get this done. Then we can throttle down. Okay, something like that. And, yeah, let's pray. Oh, hello, Stream Elements. Ye of little faith, Neo. Ye of little faith. I think we're gonna make it just fine. Just gotta watch my speed, so we're still getting the science. Honestly, I think we're just gonna run out of fuel. Yeah. Okay, we're landing in the ocean. You were totally correct. Hey, come on, it's the MiG-9, it's the MiG-20. Alright, yeah, we're not gonna make it. Let's prep for a water landing. We're gonna put the gear down just for the light, for now. Actually, we'll raise these gears. And we have a parachute. So I think I'm just gonna get down to the water and then try and pull the chute. I can't see the water particularly well. Well, I kind of can now. I mean, a tiny bit. Kind of just going off the old instruments here. Yeah, I think this will be fine, guys. I don't think anything could go wrong. When is that light gonna start lighting up the water so I can actually see it? Alright, well, let's just pull the chute and pray. Alright, we didn't even look at the name. Gleb. Oh my gosh, that's the best name ever. I accidentally picked the funniest name. Gleb is our pilot. Gleb is such a good name. And Gleb survived. Entirely intact, too, I might add. Dude, Gleb is so good. It's actually sick. Tell Gleb he sucks at his job. No, that might have been more my bad. I don't know if I can really blame Gleb for that one. Lane breaks the sound barrier and we can barely see it. Nice. Very nice. 2 science. We don't have anything to spend it on right now. Okay, it's going to take 50 days to recover. Early tracking systems is done though. So let's do our biological experiment. Instead of our low space film return, we're going to do our biological experiment. Tell me Gleb does not go hard. Like, that's a pretty awesome name. Yeah, we'll do it based on the space shot too. We only need 35 units of U. So that's good. And then we're going to add ourselves a biological capsule. Oh. Okay. Well, I'll tell you how we're going to fix that. By doing that. And then we'll throw the parachute on top. Yeah, that ain't bad. And then we'll throw a little ring decoupler here. Okay, I don't know why the clipping is a little weird there, but I'm sure that won't cause us any issues. Okay. I mean, that's it. Space shot. Bio. Just have to be able to worry about doing that. So what we can do is like that. Okay. Let's actually simulate this one. Wait, let's also make sure. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's actually simulate this one to make sure that it's going to work, because this one's going to suck. You hear that, though. The Kerbal Space Program music just came back on for a second. I don't know why. It's like it's trying to haunt me or something. Really what it feels like. Okay. I expect this rocket will have no problem doing this contract. I just want to make sure, though. I mean, again, if you want a rapid method of getting data units on your engine, I think it replaced the ambient bird noise. Is there an ambient bird noise in the actual space plane? Or the vehicle assembly building? That doesn't seem right. Maybe it is. Okay, we had a performance loss. Do we still make it even with a performance loss? Actually, probably yes, it looks like. Yeah, we do. Okay, cool. We can separate. That works fine. Okay, contract complete. Cool. And we can... I guess, well, we know the parachute works. We don't have to worry about that. Okay, we're ready to go on this then. That's another contract down. Did you guys see the video of those F-18s colliding at that air show? I think they were Growlers or something. It was kind of crazy. Oh, we're too heavy again. I'm actually going to take some fuel out of this guy. I feel like this guy is probably a little too large. Alright. Okay, we need to tool some parts. And we need to save and launch. Okay. It's a very War Thunder crash. It does look like that. I mean, it looks like they both went like post-stall. And then, like, the FCS sort of tried to take over. Yeah. Alright, 47 days till that's done. We could put a couple more staff on recovering this, but I don't think we can really afford that right now. So, we just won't. But what we will do is take the contract for experimental rocket planes. And we will prep him for air launch. But before we do that, we're going to have to launch our biocapsule up. Research is going fairly well. We definitely need more researchers. But right now we're hiring engineers, which is more important. Okay. Yep. Players versus RP-1, who's better at leaking classified? My typos being checked by the mods? What was being... a wart hunder. Yeah, I mean, I can see why they checked that. It was too powerful to be allowed to be spoken. That must have been the issue. But that's why we have amazing mods like Saturn in the chat, who will take care of things of that nature. I feel like my mod to viewer, yeah, no, I'll get right on that plasma. I've I've done it before. All good. Good ignition. Science is running, so cool. I feel like my mod to viewer ratio is a little bit off. I guess not today. I guess Saturn's the only mod and then Ball Muncher. I did a mid return from Minimus one time, and oh, did it suck. Oh, yeah, no, that sounds terrible when you get a free autosave, you loser. Shout out Turnip Dog. I don't know what that means in YouTube chat. Am I meant to understand that? Is that a reference I'm missing? What is Turnip Dog? Don't know if I know what that is. It's probably that I'm the stupid one, but a dog with turnips. I mean, yeah, that. I think I could, track that part. We also do have Firefly installed, by the way. So I'm kind of excited to see how that looks when we start actually re-entering things. Yeah, don't know what that means, but shout out. Welcome to the YouTube stream, my friend. If you'd like to clarify, go ahead. If you think it's better without clarification, then that is probably also valid. Okay, let's get those parachutes out. Okay, yeah, we can downsize the parachute on this thing, because this is going to be really annoying. It's my Twitch sub roll. Oh, I got you, Neo. I got you. I should also make a gifting roll. Yeah, is there anyone else I'm missing for that? I think History Master got a sub. I'm going to give him one. I'm going to give him the roll. Yeah, let me know if there's anyone else I'm missing for that in the Discord. Yeah, I'm sure they were Plasma. I have so much belief in you when you say things of that nature. I'm sure your rockets look just as shitty as everyone else's. Yeah, we can make that smaller. Okay, Neo, those are some pretty fire memes. Those are pretty good. You're getting sentenced to the temporary permanent lunar landing. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. Rep is starting to come in. We need early material science. We're going to need supersonic flight at some point. Maybe that's good to get early. We'll get the rocketry for now. And then we can also queue that, actually. Okay, cool. Yeah, research right now is not being done nearly quick enough. So that kind of sucks. We got to like 190 on that one. What is the next stage for that contract? 120, but with 75 units. Let's see if we can do that. First multi-stage rocket was staged perfectly and got to near orbit without issue. Sure. Yeah, I was gonna say, the first orbit is always go straight up, turn 90 degrees, and go from there. Okay, this is actually gonna be a lot heavier. I don't know if this thing's gonna be able to do it. Maybe it will. Let's change this parachute. Let's make this into a single chute. How much lighter is that? How much delta V does that give us? Oh, apparently none. That's interesting. But you guys hear that KSP music is back? Because oh boy do I hear it. Alright, let's simulate this. Oh, okay. Plasma's first orbit was 89 degrees, I see. Okay. I don't know if this thing is going to be able to get this contract done. It might. Seems pretty 50-50. How are we doing on flight data? Okay, we're up to 6,000 on that engine. And 5,300 on the top one. That first engine has been remarkably reliable ever since after the first launch. Yeah, I have some feelings this thing is not going to make it. I find my test flight rocket runs end up pretty much worse than my actual flights, yeah. Launch sideways with stacked ablative heat shields on the nose till you're in orbit. That's not a bad idea. Max my aerodynamic effects. Is that a thing? Where is that? Video and graphics. Aerodynamics. Oh. Like that? Is that what you were saying, Plasma? Is that the, is that what, like, enables Firefly? Oh, okay. We also did do the contract. So that's sick. Alright, cool. Time you open the game, it resets the minimal dude every time, makes Firefly better. Okay, good to know. Thank you. I mean, we're not re-entering yet, but I appreciate it. Okay, once again, we're a little bit too heavy. Feel that's a common theme with this thing, but that's alright. Let's build it, right? Yeah. I mean, once we start on downrange, we'll probably start seeing some of those reentry effects, so that'll be cool. Okay, that's mounting. So while he's doing that, let's train our boy on the mission. We're positive on money. We're hiring engineers for plasma. So, alright, cool. Okay, 13 days. Let's make sure we go to daytime this time. Really do not fancy another nighttime launch. Okay, air launch EU. Let's go 150 this time, I think would be a little more reasonable. Yeah, I don't even think we're going to get this thing fast enough to see any of the reentry effects, but... So, I'm very curious. Do you guys think that, like, Twitch stops promoting your channel as much once you have a certain amount of viewers? The reason I say that is it felt like when I started streaming again, we had, like, a big influx of new people, like everybody that's in the chat now. And now it's like... I just feel like nobody new shows up, which isn't the end of the world. I mean, that's fine. Averaging 5 viewers, I should be happy. I streamed for a long time not doing that, so... I'm just kind of curious how that works. Turn on the cruise flight director. Okay. Science is coming in. And I found you on YouTube. Same. Interesting. I wonder if maybe it's more on the YouTube side. I wonder if YouTube is better for then funneling people into Twitch. An interesting idea. I don't know. I wonder if there's a better way to like grow the YouTube streams. Like, I have no idea where to go from here. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we're at a pretty good point in terms of audience and all that stuff, but I have no idea how to get past here. So, that's an interesting question. Probably making YouTube videos is the answer. Yeah, I kind of actually know the answer. I'm just lazy. But I feel like almost certainly the answer is high effort YouTube videos. I feel like that's got to be the case. But I guess we're starting a new series now, so maybe it's the time to do that, right? Yep, let's bring our boy home. So I learned we can land on the shuttle runway. So, do we want to land on the shuttle runway, or do we want to land at the KSC runway? The shuttle runway is obviously like longer and probably easier, but obviously it would not have existed in 1951 or 1952 or whatever we're in. We want to land in the river. I didn't even think of that. I think these would be like more estuaries, right? Instead of like a river. I don't know. Yeah. I should probably try that. I wish I was good at editing. I really suck at it. Like, to a large degree. Like, I don't hate the final product. I feel like I just end up with, it just takes me, like, an inordinate amount of time to get anything that looks decent. Exorbitant is the word I was looking for there, by the way. And maybe that's just how it is. Maybe it just, you know, maybe that's just inherent, but I don't know. Alright, Gleb. bring her on home. Touchdown, Gleb. It was actually a pretty good landing. Oh my gosh! Gleb is fucking dead. Can I eject? Oh, he would have lived. No, he wouldn't have. Gleb survives. Oh, come on. That, you gotta admit that was a sick save. You guys gotta admit that was an awesome save. Look at our boy. Let's recover, Gleb. See, that's a good clip. We gotta get some clippers in the chat here. We need some clips for the channel for sure. Like that's a YouTube short right there. Alright, well, Gleb lived. Seems like we're probably gonna have to build a new one of those, I would say. Which we really don't have the stuff to do right now. So Gleb may go on a bit of a hiatus. Already clipped? There we go. That's sick. Thank you, Neo. Oh my gosh, guys, Gleb almost fucking died. I want to watch this clip. Yeah, that was pretty cinematic. Yeah, I think Gleb deserves a vacation after that. That was a close one. I wonder, there is a very small chance that this contract is going to get completed when we recover this biocapsule. I don't think that'll happen, but it's definitely possible. Hey Bars, welcome. Bars, you missed the drinking stream last night. So we'll make a new Gleb rocket 7 years from now because of that? Absolutely. It's going to be on plaques and stuff. Just missed pilot nearly killing someone too. Hashtag hydrated. Absolutely. We weren't nothing but hydrated. I can't believe, how did Bars not get a gift sub last night? I wonder how Twitch does that. Like, it should be that it goes down the list of active people. Because I think some, like, completely random people who haven't watched my streams in, like, years got them last night. It's a little annoying that it does it that way. Okay, well, fuck me. Our engine exploded. I think they changed test flight. It really feels like they made this more difficult. Like, we have had an absurd amount of launch failures for the amount of flight data we have on these engines. It seems... Oh, and I don't think we pulled that parachute soon enough. Oh no, we did. It really does not feel like we, or it feels like we're doing a lot worse on that. I just think you're unlucky. Okay, well, maybe that's right. Hey, you guys should, I want to do a little experiment here. Go like the YouTube stream. I think liking the stream does, like, if you guys don't mind. That sounded like an order. I didn't like that. But I think liking the YouTube stream, like, really helps its visibility, I think. Because there's one day I had a bunch of likes on it, and I just constantly was having new people in the chat. Oh. And we, Alright, cool. Well, that's going to be a failure on that one. Always trust in Iron Corp. You will be executed for the tiniest mistake. We're not executing Gleb. Alright, guys? Come on. We're not killing Gleb. I know you guys are thinking it. I know you guys want me to murder Gleb. You want me to fly him into a tree at Mock Jesus, but it ain't happening, okay? It ain't happening. To anybody that liked the YouTube stream. Really appreciate it, by the way. I think it does help, but I don't know. Alright, let's build another one of those. Oh, I see. I see. Gleb is not real. That's kind of offensive to Gleb. I would appreciate it if you took that back. Gleb is real in our hearts. 15 viewers total type shit. Is that true? I have 8 on Twitch and 2 on YouTube, so I think that's 10. But my math could be wrong. Alright, 39 days on that. Do we want to build another X-plane right now? Probably not. That'll give us something to do when we have some downtime. We really just need to max out the engineers on our V2 site. That's alright. That's alright, Mr. Muncher. It's all good. Alright, let's run it back. How are we doing on flight data? 6,500 on you and 6,300 on you. Think you got viewers confused with the amount of beers Pilot drank last night? Yeah, that's true. We did get the 15 last night. I had 15 in the cooler. I took half the 30 rack and put them in this cooler, and this cooler is empty this morning. It's, yeah, that was fun. Certainly an experience. I think we'll do, like, I don't know if we're going to do that exact thing again, because, you know, I care about my health. But we'll do some, like, fancy, you know, some event face cam stream, like, either once a week or once a month. I think that'd be fun. Probably alternate them involving drinking. Because, you know. Yeah. It was a lot of beer. And, like, you know, it is, you know, it's not like I was mixing in liquor or anything, but it definitely, I really don't think that's probably a good idea to even do that once a month, so we should probably not do that. But shout out, our engine didn't immediately explode. Oh yeah, I mean, I don't think that was for 10 gift subs. I don't think anybody would have done that, to be honest. I just didn't want to risk it. Felt like a, yeah. I really did not want to drink that bourbon. I probably would have been in the hospital if I would have done that, so. It was one of those things, though, where it was like, I didn't want to do it so bad that I set the goal so absurdly high that I was pretty sure it wasn't going to happen. So. Alright. Start. Have episode 1 in stream title. People usually want to watch from the start of the series. That's a good idea. I mean, I can edit the VOD afterwards as well. But actually, I can do it now. That's a good call, Neo, though. Yeah, please vaporize. I'm gonna purposely crash the first plasma rocket now because of that. Uh-oh. Okay. I wonder if me pausing there made that not explode. Because we did impact the ground at like 70 meters per second. But I think we're gonna say that that would have I think that would have worked anyway. Right, guys? Yeah. Yeah. Alright. We can't really do the next bio thing, so we'll start building a new X-plane, I think. No C-Plasma, that emote already exists. You may have misunderstood her question. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Let's just get more of that emote. I mean, I guess this emote makes more sense now, at least. At least that one, like, you know, y'all understand that one now. Alright, off of that, onto the hangar. It's going to take a while to build, but that's fine. Early science is almost done. Huh. Interesting. May have gone a little too hard into that. Well, I mean, I guess it's fine. Go like that, and then we're on to orbital rocketry for our queue. We need more researchers, like, so bad. Yeah. I'm gonna auto-hire these instead of doing the other thing. Let's leave ourselves with, like, 1250, I think. I think that's more important, because we can have him done at a pretty reasonable rate. I mean, it's 120 days. Maybe I take some staff off of here, just that we can get that done with. Yeah, that puts it at 98 days. And then we can get to those researcher numbers pretty quickly, probably. Well, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if splitting researchers like this is actually necessarily the play, but who knows. Alright, we throw these over on the hangar. Oh, we can just max it out for now. And we can throw those back on there. Okay, it's time for the first plasma launch, everybody. So space film return, first controlled launch. Well, yeah, okay. Let's do it. Plasma, this is the big one. My skin is begging. Yes, it is. How are we doing on the Twitch category of Kerbal Space Program today? Are we even up there? Or are we... I mean, we're definitely not the top of the category, but I wonder how we're doing. Let's look. Hey, we're 4th. That ain't bad. And we're mostly getting beaten by Twitch Plays our KSB. Yeah, that's not bad, guys. We'll take being 4th, I think. Alright, power it up. Yeah, shout out being 4th. That's pretty cool. I would say that is better than how I thought I was going to be doing. Yeah, I think that angle is probably about right. Well, that's a performance loss. Is there any way we can still recover this? Maybe if we go higher? I think this is most likely a failure. That sucks so bad. Yeah, that's gonna be a failure. Not my fault, Plasma. Luck is second highest. Wait, what? Plasma, you may eat my skin if you must, because that's going to be a launch failure. So what's our failure rate right now? I mean, it's definitely like, it's got to be over half, right? I mean, that's up to you. Yeah, I mean, our failure rate has to be over half. Is anyone? But we should be keeping a spreadsheet. Like, who does that? Who's the person with the spreadsheet? Neo. Yeah. Yeah, we should be keeping a spreadsheet. But I think that's definitely over half. So that's cool. Accountant type shit. Yeah, for real. Oh my gosh, he's gonna take 200 days to build. I mean, we just need more engineers on it, but we're just struggling on that, and we're having a hard time balancing our engineers and our researchers right now. Yeah, we need to take engineers back off of this, though. Throw them onto you. Then we'll probably just manually hire them. We're gonna go bankrupt? Yeah, we are. Oh, not too bad. Okay. Well, that sucks. Wow. Can move these up the queue. Research them at a little bit more reasonable times. But yeah, we need more researchers really bad. Shoot. Yeah, we are freaking wasting away our time here. That's not going to be done until the very end of the year. Is there something we can be doing in the meantime? Probably yes. We can be doing these. So let's throw one of these up just to get some science. Check how much I left you with. Oh god. That's not a lot of skin left, I gotta be honest. Okay, what is the requirement for this? It is 75 units, which we have. It needs to reach 180. I think we decided we could do that. I think. Oh, we don't have enough money. Wow. Yep, this fucking sucks. We kind of staked the whole program on that launch going well. So, okay. Well, let's get enough money to at least launch our sounding rocket. Although again, that's engineers that we're gonna have to be taken away. Maybe we stop on the oh, didn't mean to click that. Maybe we do need to stop on the researcher auto hire and move it to getting engineers. I wish I could do multiple auto hire queues, but then I know it like, how does it take priority? I wish I could like alternate auto hiring. That'd be kind of sick. Okay, let's auto hire to 77 on this. Leave us with 500 and, well, let's leave us with 1250 in reserve. We're gonna take the 5 off of you and throw you onto Saturn, which will still be done sooner. And then we're just gonna have to time warp here, unfortunately, guys. I really wish I didn't have to, but I really don't think I have a choice. I mean, the good thing is we do have a research queue. It's going well. But yeah, this sucks. Probably one of our slowest starts, I think. Alright. Just a regular old sounding launch here. Nothing too special about this one. But it's good to get it done. Oh my goodness. How long have we been live for? Hour and a half. Wow. Being hungover makes it makes time pass differently, I feel like. Like for real, for real. I was thinking about something funny the other day, which is that if any of those guys from the other guy featured on channel showed up to our stream and they see us just like going straight up and they're expecting it to be like regular Kerbal Space Program where, like, you know, you're going to the mun in the first 2 days. I wonder what they'll think. They'll probably think this guy's a fraud. He's not very good at Kerbal Space Program at all. Thought that was kind of funny. Alright, contract complete. No more signs to do. Alright, back to the Space Center. I mean, I don't drink like I drank last night, often. But you know, when Twitch chat demands it, what's a man supposed to do? Alright, second launch of Plasma. This is definitely very late to have our low space foam return finished with, but... I mean, we can get this program done, pretty soon. We're gonna miss out on some of the optional ones, but... Let's pray for no failure here. Plasma, if this one fails, I think you have a 5-minute timeout from chat. I'm trolling, mostly. Okay. Well, we have 1,000 flight data. Well, there's really no reason to do that. Yeah, we can't really repair it, can we? I mean, if we repair it, we can't even recover it to the VAB. Seriously? I mean, we repaired the engine, but we can't launch it. Alright, we have to do a normal recovery. Why can we not recover this to the VAB? That's really stupid. Like, we should be able to try and launch this again. Alright, Plasma, that's going to be a 10-day timeout since we barely made it off the pad. GG, go next. Oh my goodness. Plasma, it's your rocket, man. You're bringing me down. Alright, let's build another one. Another 82 days down the drain, pretty much. Let's launch a bio to get just the biological signs that we're going to need for later stuff. May as well. Something to be doing. Oh, we don't have enough funds. You designed it? Don't blame this on me. You put your name on it willingly, I think. Actually, you came up with the name, so yeah. This was the plasma missile to kill me, and it's let me tell you guys, it's killing me. It's definitely killing me. Yeah, we're in February of 1953 doing our low space film return. This is atrocious. Like, actually atrocious. Alright, let's get way more researchers. We need to get to like 200. Easily, we need to get to like 200. Alright, 35 days. How's our research queue looking? A lot better. Still not quite there, though. I mean, we have... I want to get to orbit by 1955. You wanted to put plasma in it before I made that name. That's technically true. But don't worry about it. We're going to wait for this to fully power up, for the failure time to go down. There we go. Waste a little bit of performance doing that, but... Okay. That's too pitched over. Yeah, let's just kill our Delta V. Who needs it anyway? Okay, we did it. We did it, guys. Nobody panic. Okay, that could have been bad, but we did it. Oh my goodness. Thank goodness. I would have probably cried if we failed that. Yeah, I mean, oh my gosh, we didn't take any other leaders. We've completely forgotten to take any other leaders. That's probably why we're not doing super good. Right, because she would be nothing but a skeleton. You know, Plasma, you might want to like see a therapist about all this skin eating stuff. You might want to get that checked out. Oh boy. Alright, well, I'm going to try and get to the point of building our orbital spacecraft today, and then I'm too far gone, a therapist won't do anything. I mean, fair enough. I get that, I guess. 11 followers away from 800. Man, that'd be sick to hit 800. That would be best day of my life. Alright, we're going to go right onto the capstone. We need to get that program done now. We're not going to do any of the optional ones. I wish we could, but we just don't have that capability, so... Yeah, that's fair enough, especially with how expensive going to the doctor is. Okay. We can get rid of that. We can get rid of that. We can leave that. The decoupler. And the KSP music is once again back. Hooray. Oh my gosh, that's frustrating. What's the top on this? 1.5? Got a new science core, make that our new route. Alright. How big is the advanced biocapsule? Yeah, a bit bigger than I thought. 800 seems fine. Throw some aluminum on this, because we can do that now. We will throw... I mean, we can use one of these. It's kind of stupid. But, I mean, yeah, it'll do the job. Not going to look the nicest, but... something like that. Throw some little fins on it. Give it a slight spin. And we'll add some ullage motors. Okay, that is going to spin us in this direction when I make these also spin. Yep, something like that. And we just gotta add the sounding payload, which is how much? 200. Oh boy. Make this into a cone. Yeah, don't you guys love the overlapping music? Isn't that just awesome? Love it so much. Gosh, we need a lot of sounding payload. Yeah, and that's pretty much how much we need. And we'll throw our parachute on top. How much does this thing weigh? 0.5 tons. Okay. Sure. Give it like 450 charge. Okay. This bitch up. I have to resize that. It was 800. Let's update the controllable mass. Actually, no, we don't. Do we have a better config for this engine? We do. It's way more thrust. What's the rated burn time on this one? It is slightly less reliable at first, but it will become a lot more reliable. What is the rated burn time, though? Where do I even see that anymore? Am I being dumb, guys? Is there a place that I should be seeing rated burn time that I'm not? I might be stupid. Certainly possible. But this engine, how reliable is this thing? It's a little bit better, but well, no, it isn't. I mean, it gives more thrust, but I have no idea. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's the same rated burn time. Okay, well, we'll just throw that on it. And we need a different tank now. And we're gonna make it a little bit heavy. Oh, it's a lot heavier though. Why? I guess that propellant's denser. Yeah, never mind. Should have probably looked at that first. Okay. Well, we're still gonna make it a bit longer. We'll overburn it to just trying to give us as much chance of getting this done as we can. 6.5 tons. Or alright, let's look at this now. So we need to go that, then that. Then I guess we're bringing down the whole top stage. Alright. 2. Alright, let's simulate this thing. Hello, how you doing? Hey host. Look for your full view in the UI. Okay, that's a good idea. I have a math exam in 2 days. I'm so sorry. What math? I am a math tutor. And at this one, plasma solenizates you and turns you into dust. Okay, I will change that. Made more progress. Apparently, the recommended forward version. Oh, okay. All right. Let's see if we can get this contract done. Honestly, these fins are probably pointless, given how high up we're going to be. Well, maybe not. Alright, we're going to go until, like, let's try 70. Heh, oops. Well, if it works now, then we know for sure it's going to work. Yeah, it's still going to work. Okay, cool. Well, let's fix our staging. Then just make it look like a ballistic missile. Yeah, they kind of do, don't they? We may have gone a little bit too high here. I feel quite doubtful that we're going to make it past re-entry. Well, you know what? That's actually fine. That's only the parts we need to bring back anyway. Firefight looks really good. Alright, well, I mean, that's fine. Okay, the parachute's enough. We should probably add a decoupler to make sure we can do that controlled every time. Hey, Bars. Couldn't get close with that parachute. No, I'm not. Like, it's very slow. Okay. Let's add a decoupler just to verify. Okay, let's also fix our staging. Oh, I hit that one instead of that one. That was the problem. Okay, that one go up there. Okay. What if we made it gold? It's a little tacky, but I kind of like it. How do we feel about that? We'll throw some black fins on it. And we'll make this red. How do we feel about this? I'm changing the name. Let's fucking go, Saturn. I'm so proud of you. Okay, there we go. Alright, we verified this thing can do the job. Let's tool it. And we need a little bit more funds to build it. Let's go, Saturn. That's hype, dude. Shout out. Bars, are you in the Discord, by the way? If you're not, you should join that. Okay, let's get that done. You are golden, Plasma. Oh. I have to modify the launchpad. Which will take 10 days? Oh my goodness. We are just delayed in every way we can be. Just delay, delay, delay. We are auto-hiring researchers, which is good. Done in 7 days, okay. Why did we lose a bunch of money all of a sudden? Okay, whatever. We are ready to launch. It's reminding me to change my chat color. Oh, you can do that. That's sick. Can you do that by, like, default? Or is that a mod thing? Okay, we're ready for that. Let's see if we can afford a bio. I don't know if we can. Can't. That's fine. It's default. Oh, that's cool. I never knew you could do that, to be so honest. Okay, I'll be done in the 105 days. Not much we can do about that. We need to do this at some point. Maybe it's good to do it now. Probably is. Probably just get that going. And we're not going to be able to afford it at all. But we can have it queued up, so at least it's doing something. Okay, 105 days. Is there anything else we can be doing right now? Not really. We're about to have this program done. We need to get on our X-Plane stuff. But we're building that right now, just very slowly. So, alright, let's do it. Finishing this program in 1953. Is that good? I don't know if that's good or not. I just need a VPN because I don't have one. The Russian government has blocked Discord. Oh, sick. I did not know that. Also didn't know you were Russian. It blocked Discord, but not Twitch. That's fascinating. Alright, let's do it. Again, this is a really bad if fails kind of mission. So let's hope. And we are overburning this engine just a tad. Really not by much though. I think we're doing it by like 10 seconds or something. Yeah, basically 10 seconds. Yeah, for real. Shout out Bars. Hope it gets better, man. That really sucks. Alright, we did it at 70 last time, so let's just duplicate that. Okay, that engine delayed in its lighting. If that would have failed due to ullage, I would have cried. Okay, we are looking good. So locked in right now, I'm just watching everything. Okay, we can probably cut the engine now, so we don't quite overspeed as much as we were going to. Yeah, that's all complete. It's just time to bring him home. As long as it doesn't blow up, we're chilling. I'll go after this launch. Okay. Sounds good. We're probably not going to be live super long after this one. We might start on our downrange stuff, but that would probably be it. And then probably a few X-Planes flights in there. Oh yeah, that does look sick. Okay. I fuck with the Firefly. That was a good idea. Shout out Plasma for that idea. This save, what are we going after? That's a good question. We'll probably have to come up with a goal. I don't really know right now, to be honest. I mean, we could try to beat the Americans, like us having the title. That was kind of just a joke, though. I don't know. I mean, we could go back to crude Mars by 1980. That's a fun idea. I would like to have an idea. See you, Plasma. I would like to have an idea because I'm going to try and make an edited video today. And I'd like to be able to put that in the intro. Crude Mars? Okay. I think that's a good idea. I think that's a little more enticing. Okay, well, that's a program complete. August of 1953. It's a little bit slow, but we did get it done. So we can take rocket development now. We take that at breakneck. Get as much money as we can, and we need to look at these. So let's look at these. I think Rocketdyne is just a lock. That's important. And then minus 5% researcher salaries. That's also pretty good. I think 10% extra funds for vehicle purchase and launch is also worth it for more research speed. And I don't think any of these are super worth it right now, so we're not going to grab any of those. Okay, we're on to downrange now. We're almost at our rep cap, which is amazing. Hey, what's up, Spartan Killer? Welcome. Shout out. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Everybody in the chat, give him a little welcome. Alright, first for that contract, I think we have to recover something. Yeah, reach a suborbital trajectory in return. So we'll launch a quick biosatellite to get that done. Welcome, Spartan. I didn't see you in the drunk stream last night, dude. I was sad. We had a fun time. Alright, Space Shop Bio. This is all set up to get that contract done, and it will get us some more science, which we need. I was working. Oh, I got you. It's all good, man. We had a fun time. I ended up, what was it, guys? 15 beers, I think? I think it was 15 beers total. So a good little, a good amount. We'll fill that up. Get that done as soon as possible. X-Plane will be ready in a day. Let's train Mr. Gleb. And then, okay. Yep, 15 beers, 3 crashes. That seems about right. You guys hear that KSP music is back again? Really makes a man want to cry. Yeah, okay. 150, that's good. Alright guys, Gleb's going back in the air. Make it so I pretty much entire ship after I separated them mid-flight today. Nice! That's a big win. Recoveries in Kerbal Space Program are one of the most fun things, I think. Okay. Gleb's back in the air, guys. Shout out Gleb. For context, Spartan Killer, we almost killed Gleb. I added it, host. We have the Soviet parts mod, and I also added a bunch of Chinese engines as well. So we have all that. Don't know why I decided to add the Chinese parts, but I thought it would be fun. I don't know if we're ever going to use them. I don't know if they're very good, particularly. But yeah, we have them now, so... Alright, we need to slow down. Trying to get our supersonic flight science. Don't kill Gleb. I'm going to try not to. Gleb's having a jolly old time down here. Oh, look at that. I did not know that was a thing. Oh, that's kind of sick. Look, we can look at Gleb. When are we going to another star? That's got to be at least tomorrow's stream. I think we got that by tomorrow. What do you guys think? I kind of want to fly like this with Gleb. I gotta get some cinematics for the YouTube video. It's pretty cinematic, isn't it? But yeah, I think we'll be going to another star system by tomorrow. At the latest, to be honest. Okay, so let's think about what went wrong last time where we almost killed Gleb. I don't know. I'm so happy I grabbed Gleb, dude. Does anyone know how to pronounce his last name? Tvardotsky? Vardotsky? I don't know. Can I zoom in on that really quick? Yeah, I can. Look. Anyone know how to pronounce that? That right there. Anyone got that? Okay, now I gotta redo this. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I think we're back. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce Mr. Gleb's last name, but... Alright, let's bring our boy home. Why did they just make the engines? Make it sound like the engines were firing. Alright, let's turn off the overlay. And I'm gonna have the eject button ready. The eject button is right there. So if we need it, we have it. Because we're not gonna kill Gleb. Gleb is gonna live a long and glorious lifetime. Ideally. Oh, I didn't turn off steering on these. I wonder if that had something to do with why we exploded. Definitely might have. This thing should fly great. I mean, these wings are huge for the size of the fuselage. So I'm thinking that maybe we just landed too fast last time. I don't know. Okay. We are ready to eject. We have no option to go around. So we're either landing this bitch or we're not. Yeah, let's turn off those spoilers. Yeah, we came in like twice this speed last time. I'm gonna bet you that had something to do with why Gleb almost exploded. We have a nice long runway here. We don't need to push it. There we go. Gleb lives, everybody. Gleb lives. Fantastic. Hoorays all around. Shout out Gleb. I gotta get some Gleb merch. I don't think I can use licensed Kerbal figurines though, so it'd have to be like super scuffed if we did that. Why did whoa, why did this not complete? We just did that. We just landed and on a runway. Chad, are we okay with me completing this in the cheat menu? Minecraft mod was hearing that Greg Tech started as a mod only adding a lightning rod and fusion reactor. I did not know that. I feel like that's okay because we just did this. We all agree we just did this. Okay, I'm gonna say we did that. We did that because we did do it. So, I think that's chill. Okay, experimental rocket planes. The next one, do that with our current setup. We have 8.2 science, which should be enough for our orbital rocketry. How's our research queue looking? Right now, we're only gonna have orbital rocketry by then, which isn't great. But we're gonna be increasing in researchers. We have this to do that. Let's quickly. Can we accept another contract? No, we can't, but we can look at the requirements. So, okay, let's try and design our downrange vehicles so we can start building that. Because we need to get to orbit, guys. We're slacking. I think we're going to start our downrange vehicle based on this. It's going to be a little bit different, though. Hey, SFS, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I remember seeing you in here before. Okay, so we can pretty much use a lot of the same stuff. We can just remove all of this part. So glad that music's back. I was really missing that music that I've turned off 12 times. Let me tell you guys. I don't understand that at all. Maybe we make this 400 millimeters. So we're gonna do a 3-stage downrange, I think. Something like that. Let's add some ullage to it. We don't need to add any more spin to it. I am unreasonably annoyed about this music. But I'm just sick of hearing it, dude. Okay, that looks good. We can actually move them in a little bit more if we're gonna angle them like that. Yeah, something like that. Let's throw a hollow inner stage on this. Something like this. Then we can throw you on. That's only burning for how long? Oh no, that's pretty much burning for full time. But we can still add a little bit more fuel to it, probably. What happens if we add a little bit more fuel? How much does that burn? Oh, that burn time doesn't go up at all. Okay, and we can lower the height on this. Be a little bit more reasonable. Chat, I think this might just be our downrange style. Are we doing the same Soviet style? Or the save Soviet style? I don't know. I haven't really decided that yet, to be honest. So, we'll come to that when we come to it, I think. Okay, 6,400. Is that enough? I don't think that's actually enough. We are going to have some cooler engines. Like, we can put this engine on the bottom now. Wait, is that the engine I'm thinking of? That's not the engine I'm thinking of. We can put this engine on the bottom now, which is a little bit better. Yeah, something like that. How much heavier does this make us if we use... We can also switch this to aluminum fuselage. How much heavier does that make us? Not heavier at all, actually. How much extra delta V does it give us? Not a lot, to be honest. But let's check something with this engine. Also lower the height on this. We made the bottom 1.7. That puts us a little bit over our mass limit, but what's the rated burn time on this? 1 minute and 5 seconds, so about that. Okay. Let's test this version. Let's see how far we can get with this. How are we doing, SFS? Oh, I just realized we're not going to have enough controllable mass on here. Yeah. Well, that's probably fine at first, especially for a test. Because I think it'll burn down quick enough that we'll get control. Yeah, we will. Okay, I think we want to go to halfway down that third tick, just like that. And this engine is, less reliable than what we've been using. Yeah. Okay, let's let it naturally come down a little bit. Fire! Why is it not firing? That engine just refused to light. Do I not have... Oh, I have no electric charge in this thing. That'll do it, chat. Maybe we go back to using the other type of engine, though. Because that engine is just less reliable. I don't know if there's really a big benefit in using this thing. As much as it's kind of cooler. I think it's better just to use the engine that we already have. Yeah, I mean, we lose a little bit of performance. What is this? What is so good about this? What does that do for us? Much longer rated burn time. A little bit less thrust. Yeah, actually that's not really that much better at all, is it? Because of how much little thrust it gives. Okay, what if we try out the RD-100 instead? We should have flight data on this by default from using the other one. Yeah, we do. Okay. If we go to this version, that gives us a good rated burn time, as well as... Yeah, I think this is probably the answer. Yeah, I think so, because we can up our burn time then by a pretty substantial degree. Yeah, I mean, we can burn like that. We're going to be heavier. We're going to be up to 20 tons, but we can modify that pad. That's fine. 7,000 meters per second. I think that gets both of the contracts done. I mean, let's try and fly it. Let's add some power to you. Okay, let's try this. I would like to, yeah. I would like to be able to get the downrange contracts done today. Oh, we need to change that controllable mass. Yeah, okay. Let's just go back and do that quick. Yeah, if we can get our downranges done and aim for orbit by 1955, I think we're in a good spot. So, I think we will aim for that. 21 tons on that. 7,100 meters per second. Is that enough for the 5K downrange? Anybody know the delta V you need vaguely for the 5K downrange? I really don't know the answer. Okay, immediate performance loss. Sick. Yeah, it says about 7,000, which is about what we have. So, alright. Good enough. Let's see how we do. Okay, we want to get the flight plan of how we fly this thing down. So we're going to start our turn at 100 meters per second. And we're going to pitch over to the 70, I think. We want to get our prograde on the 70. Maybe just above it like that. Let's see how we end up looking with this. Okay, pretty damn good actually. Yeah, we're shooting at about 35. I think that's about right. I wonder if we're gonna go out of control when we try this. No, no more way to find out. We shut off due to ullage because I didn't fire it soon enough. But we're not going out of control. Okay, let's try and launch that again. Let's run it back. We're running it back, chat. Alright, same thing as last time. Power up. We're going to wait to 100 meters per second to do our turn. Like that. And we are going to pitch to the 70. We're just above the 70. Just like that. And we're going to let it gravity turn from there. Okay. Once again, this is looking pretty good. I think this is a pretty optimized flight path. Make sure we have no ignition penalty on that engine. And let's shoot it. It won't freaking shoot, dude. Why? My staging, like, it's... Oh my goodness, that's frustrating. I don't know why that is, but for some reason the staging is, not working. I mean, we'll just have to manually activate it, that's fine. Alright, run it back one more time. I know this is a little bit boring, guys, but we gotta learn how to fly this mission, so when we do the real thing, we just have it down. Alright, we're gonna pitch. We're gonna stay actually right above the 70 this time. Let's go right there. Yeah, I like that. And we had an engine failure. I gotta turn off failures for while we're doing this testing. But that's okay. Alright, same thing. Let's get to 100 meters per second. We're going to pitch over. I just want to get this part down. I want to know exactly what I'm doing in terms of flying it. Okay, let's actually bring it up just a tiny bit. Alright. Assuming we make a full bird of all of our engines. Okay, there's 35. Okay, good ignition. And we're still time warping, and we still did that somehow. Now we can stay. Yeah, it's acting like there's like a hidden stage there. Don't know why that would be. Whatever. Okay, and separation and ignition. Yeah, we get a little bit of oscillation on that, but it doesn't look too bad. Let's see how far we make it. If I remember right, we have to make it to like basically just off of the tip of Africa for the 5K. So let's see. I mean, we're a pretty good fraction of orbital velocity right now. We're coming up on 5,000 meters per second. Okay, this is gonna work. We're actually gonna, I think we're gonna overshoot. I think we're gonna hit like 6K here. Alright, we successfully hit Africa. Yeah, we're gonna hit like 6K. Okay, sick nasty. We have a viable vehicle, everybody. That is good news. Let's modify our launch pad here to be able to take this thing. Just like that. We don't want to change the design at all, so we can tool it. And this thing's ready to go once that pad modifies. And then within... Hey, Killer Rabbit, how we doing? Welcome. I think we should only need 2 launches, assuming no failures, to lead our downrange contracts then. We need to launch our space shot, which is working on it. We're recovering our X-plane. So I think it's just going to be a warp now. Oh, we're running out of money. Okay, we're just going to turn that off. Okay, we're still running out of money. Yippee. What can we cancel? Well, when this completes, are we going to be positive money? We are. Okay, that's chill. Oh, that was the launch pad finishing. Okay, cool. We need to get some money up, so we're gonna warp here. Let's train our guy. We can do our next X-Planes contract too. Training, mission X1, 8 days, that's fine. We're still above our rep cap, which is great. Space shot is ready in 2 days. We can also prep that for air launch. Let's roll out space shot. And let's run a little launch. Welcome, Killer Rabbit. You're the first, I think, new chatter on this stream. That's exciting. Okay. Nothing much to do here. Let's make sure this is running. And then let's go. And immediate performance loss. Cool. With 9,000 flight data, by the way. Hey, something happened. Make that too. Welcome. Thank you for the follow as well. Thank you so much. That's 790. That's awesome. Big milestone. I wish there was a little bit more for you guys to see here, but it appears that we are rapidly drifting out of control. Look, we're being followed by this thing. Look at it. Look at it following us. It's flying. Kind of creepy. All right, let's activate the parachute here. Thank you so much for the follow, though. Seriously, it means a lot. Alright, well, that mission's an L. But that's okay. Currently playing KSB with you in the background. Yeah, I think that's a pretty common thing, actually. I think a lot of the people who are currently watching are doing that. Trying to do an emergency asteroid redirect. That sounds like fun. Well, best of luck to that. Best of luck to you for that. Shout out if you're currently playing Kerbal Space Program with me in the background. I'm guessing quite a few of us are doing that. Although somebody's making a Minecraft mod right now as well. Okay, we have to build another one of those. So let's build another one of those. By the way, any new viewers, feel free to join the Discord. Not when you haven't unlocked the claw or fairings. Oh, but yeah, that's gonna be fun. I don't know. Can you do it without the claw? That's fascinating if you can do it without that. I wouldn't think you would be able to. Yeah. Not have the money to build this thing right now, so. But yeah, for anybody interested, we have a Discord link. We mostly just talk about KSV stuff in there and do a little bit of memeing. It's just going to be a matter of getting on the side and push. Okay, well, best of luck to you on that. I do not envy you, sir. Alright, well, looks like we're going to be doing this X-Planes launch first. Yeah, okay. I would think it's possible. I touched a radial attachment point to an asteroid to make a station around it. Oh, that's awesome. The ungodly amount of reaction controls wheels. Reaction control wheels in stock KSP are truly magic. So, I think you may be successful in that endeavor. Okay, let's quickly check our research queue. Yeah, we need more researchers. Bad, but that's okay. Alright. Glub. Is that his name? Gleb. Gleb is his name. Gleb is going back into the air, everybody. Shout out Gleb in chat. Let's pray for Gleb. Gleb had an engine failure. Oh, Gleb is really unstable with the engine failure. Whoa, why are we so unstable? Gleb is not happy. Holy shit, this thing is unstable. Okay. Can't we complete this mission with an engine failure? Probably. I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say this is possible. Yeah. It seems like it's gonna be possible. What is that? There's some debris down there. What is that from? Something is in the ocean down there. We're gonna have to go investigate that. We need to reach... Ooh. Okay. Remember when I said this was possible? I may have exaggerated. I'm becoming a little bit less confident that this is possible. Gleb may be maybe a failure again. Well, it's gonna be close. It's actually gonna be really close. It's gonna be incredibly close, in fact. If we accelerate, oh my gosh, this is gonna be close. Okay, we need to reach 20,000 meters really quick. Please, 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 please. Just climb, Gleb. Okay, we did it. My goodness, that was close. That could not have been much closer than that. Gleb succeeded, everybody. Shout out Gleb. Our hero, Gleb Ravanatsky or whatever. Let's take a look at Gleb. Look at our boy in there, dude. He's so cute. Alright, let's bring Gleb home. Alright. I'm feeling good about Mr. Gleb. Okay, let's get out of time warp. That seems like a good idea. Let's get our spoilers out a little bit more. Let's get out of slow control mode. Alright. Looking good on Gleb return. Okay. Looking good. Gleb needs the flare. Gleb's coming down. Oh yeah. Successful Gleb mission. Alright, I think we can pause on Gleb missions for a tiny bit here. I don't think we need to run Gleb anymore. I think what we can do instead is start focusing on our downrange contract. Yeah, I think we need to get that rocket building. So let's cancel the auto hire for now. Let's build up some money. And let's get that rocket building. How long have we been live for? 2 hours and 25 minutes. Yeah, that's not bad. I think that'll end us right where we want it to end, so. Alright, the PMTAYATYID is ready. Let's get this thing building. We should have changed the colors. Whatever. It's chill. Let me check something really quick. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. Looking good. That is going to take us 146 days, but we can max out the engineers on that, which is going to be a priority. Let's leave ourselves 1,500 funds for building purposes. And then we can also move some engineers when Space Shot's done. So let's try and get Space Shot done quickly. Let's get the daytime here. We should be pretty good on money right now, I would expect. We can start building this very slowly. Alright, let's get Space Shot up. Does anyone know when we finished our first 2 programs on the last save? I do not know the answer. But it feels like it was later than this. Because we're on track right now to be done by very early 1954. So, it's pretty good. I don't remember when we finished on the last save. I don't think it could have been much better than this, though. I'm actually, like, almost certain it was not better than this. We maxed out on flight data. Yeah, look at that. We've officially maxed out an engine. That's pretty cool. Alright, mission and fire. All we have to do is go suborbital here, so nothing too crazy. Let me check quick. Let me go to the, let me pull up the tapes. When did we finish last time? Did we even finish last time? Did we finish it on the stream? Oh, we must have. I think. Yeah, we did. Okay. When was this? Sorry, 1 sec. I'm checking the tapes here, guys. We gotta compare ourselves to the previous missions. We finished it, oh, midway through 1954. The exact same as this time. Well, at least we're consistent. Alright, where are we with this? Doing science. So, nothing else to do? Oh, okay. Be a little spinny. Oh, we did not get into space. Did we have an engine failure? Huh, we must have had an engine failure when I was looking away. That's cool. You know, somebody in chat could have warned me about that. But, okay, that sucks. Again, I really feel like we're getting somewhat comically unlucky this playthrough. We have had just so many failures. And kind of absurd. Have you ever tried RP-1, Mr. Parkanev? Guess I shouldn't say Mr. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. If you've never tried it, I encourage you to give it a shot. It's a good time. Alright, let's come home. Yeah, I guess I had an engine failure there. Check the VOD. When did it fail? Oh yeah, it failed like immediately. That sucks. Okay, we gotta build another one of those then. Okay. What up, Shadow? Welcome to the stream on YouTube. Hey, it's not my fault you set your name to be Chili Millie. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna call you what your name is. Although I do suck at pronouncing stuff, so maybe that's for the best. Although, it's hard to mess up Chili Millie, to be fair. Oh, dang, Parkanev. You're a streamer, bro. You're like a real streamer. What's up, dude? I did not know that. Shout out. If you ever want to collaborate on KSV, let me know. We just did that the other day. See, guys, I'm networking. I'm networking right now. It's going well. Oop, I time warp more there. Oh, okay. Stop. Careful with the time warp. Get the daytime. Okay. Research queue. Still not great, to be honest. We have some work to do there. We're getting pretty close to maxing out on engineers here. We have money. I think we go back to hiring researchers. Well, we can let this go until we hit 85, I think. Did you see Subnautica 2? I did. There is a decent likelihood we're going to give Subnautica 2 a try at some point. I've been told to play it by like 14 different people now, so I think at that point I just got to say yes. Okay, let's run it back, everybody. This launch vehicle has not been extremely reliable for us, in case anyone hasn't noticed. But I mean, we've maxed out the flight data on both these engines, so I feel like at some point we'll overcome luck. Yeah, the problem with these engines is they start out with a 1-minute mean time between failure. So you end up in a position where it's very likely you have an early failure. But we're looking good here. We only need to go suborbital with this, so we don't have to push it incredibly far. But let's see how far we make it. Stop at 200 Ks. Actually, it seems like it's naturally going to stop there. Yeah, it is. Sick. Let's look at our science while we're doing this to see how much more we have to do. The answer is a lot. But that's chill. I mean, it's good we have more science to do, because I know you end up in like a science drought around this time in the game, so we need to be min-maxing as much science as we can, I think. Okay, when do we deploy this parachute? Like 1,000? Yeah. Oh, please. I'm such a freaking goober. I'm an idiot. When we start playing stuff, you start frustrated, but I like your commentary and love the game from the depth of my heart. Sadly, can't play it. I have no idea, to be honest. We might start it this week if I stop crashing rockets that have no reason to fail. I'm such a genius, guys. The parachutes, like, they stop working under, they don't immediately deploy under 1,000 meters, which I don't necessarily understand why that is, but I need to learn that. But yeah, I would expect us to probably give it a shot this week if we're going to give it a shot, so keep an eye out for that. We're going to have the engineers we need now, and we can get back on hiring researchers because we are really low on researchers. We're going to go to like 300 on researchers. Let's do another space shot, I guess. We shouldn't have to light a Minecraft mapper from 2017. 2 hours just to find the MDK itself is the problem. You know, you're right. I can't argue with that. It can always be worse. Okay, let's max that out for engineers. That'll be done in 20 days, then that'll be our 3K downrange. Yeah, once we get our downranges done, I think we'll cut it there for today. And we'll start out next time with orbital. And then I'm going to try and edit together like a... Oh, we maxed out our flight date on that engine. Edit together like a... I don't know. 15 or 20 minute stream going over what we did today. And I'll try and put that up on the YouTube sometime tonight. See how that goes. I think that is probably a good idea. Change my name. I tried so hard, but it's a cringe type name and don't laugh about it. Shadow of Death. No, I like that. That's sick. Allergies. Yeah, I never had a problem with allergies. I feel very blessed in that. I never really got them throughout my life. I mean, the only time I'd ever get allergies would be like if I was somewhere, just, you know, like a field of pollen. I mean, it would have to be a lot though. Interesting. Yeah, I never really had a problem with allergies. No, I laughed because it's a sick name. Shadow of Death is awesome. One of the coolest names I've ever heard. Bro, do you have a Twitch? I do have a Twitch. Let me send it over in the chat. It's where most of the viewers are, to be honest. There you go. It's in the chat. Shout out Twitch. Okay. So we're not going to go incredibly hard this time. We're going to activate this parachute early. At like there. See, this time we stop with like 100 meters to go. They definitely react differently in atmosphere. Let me start my username came from when I was making a GitHub account to sign into something. Didn't know what to name it. Yeah, I mean, that's solid. I will follow you, and I hope in future I could send you money. Hey, man, no worries about that. You know, following is and watching is that's more than enough. Yeah, I came up with ProPilot Near You was just I don't even know where I came up with it. But Denim Snake, which was my name for a long time, was a random name generator, and it wasn't even my name. It was one of my good friends who went to go join the military, and he had a server, a Discord server called Denim Snakes, and he was like, yeah, and I thought that was a cool name, so we went with it. But yeah, it was a completely random name generator. Okay, that's contract complete, thank goodness. We can move on to our first downrange contract then, the 3,000. What are these? I wonder if these are worth doing. They don't seem very difficult, actually. Yeah, they really don't seem that difficult. Maybe those are worth doing for the extra rep. I don't know. This we can... So we can have that done. Although we don't have any engineers, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. Used to be terrible with keeping the same username when I was younger. Oh, same. Yeah, go for it, Mr. Shadow of Death. You can ask me a question. I should just say Shadow, probably. Okay, we're auto-hiring researchers. Bunch of them. And we're doing our first downrange contract. So, let's get that done. This is a big launch, everybody. So, buckle up. this one goes badly, it's pretty bad. I launched this at nighttime, I'm just now realizing, but whatever. Okay, we know the flight plan. Let's get this thing done. Okay, it's 100. We're going to pitch over to 70 or just above it. Yeah, that's below it. We need to come above it. Let's bring this up here. There we go. Alright, that's all we got to do for that. We've got to be ready to activate the engine here instead of doing it manually because it behaves strangely. Okay, getting out of the upper atmosphere at 40 degrees, dropping down to 30. Yeah, go for it, Shadow. Alright, when we get up to 50, you're going to stage and activate. Good ignition on that engine. That's big. It's kind of cool with the music. It's a little cyberpunk-ish. All right, we're looking good. I shouldn't need to do it on this one, so I think we'll be okay there. Slight oscillation, but not bad at all. We are nearing the end of our burn here. Two seconds, 1 second, out. Stage ignite. Good. I know that's kind of hard to see because we're in a black rocket at night. But we're doing good here. What's the question? What does the do the floating ones? The hearts? I have no idea. I don't know if anyone knows the answer to that. What do the heart reactions on YouTube do? I genuinely have no idea the answer to that question. So I don't know if they have an effect in the algorithm or anything, or if they're just there for show. I seriously don't know. They're just cosmetic. Yeah, that's what I figured, but I could see them having some background effect on the algorithm in some way. Okay. Easily completed it as we expected. Alright, on to the last one. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they have any effect, to be honest. Okay, downrange contract complete. We are above our rep goal, so let's get our 5K contract done. And we'll probably do an X-plane flight in between. But yippee, everybody. Celebration. I don't have my soundboard up, so I can't play our yippee sound. But that went smoothly. Yeah, we have to add 50 units of sounding payload up here. Want high pressure aluminum. What? I probably don't. I couldn't see anything. Yeah, I know. That's my bad. We just went really far. That's most of what we did. How many units do we need? Is it 50? 50. Let's quickly simulate this because that did lose us 200 meters per second of delta V. Let's make sure that this thing will still complete the contract. Say hello to Twitch for me. Hey Twitch, Shadow says hi. Shout out Shadow on YouTube. Twitch said hi back, Shadow. Oh, we're launching at nighttime again. Whatever. This is just a test, so we can kind of speed through this. We're pretty sure this will still work, but same exact flight path. I can't imagine that 200 meters per second is going to make all the difference in the world. But maybe it will. Well, an engine failure definitely will. You know, Shadow, you could just like pull up the Twitch stream and say hi yourself as well. Shout out. Currently coming from Twitch. Oh, okay. Alright, same trajectory that we used for the last one. Everything should be pretty much the same. Okay, we pitched over a bit more on this one. Wonder if that's going to be a problem. We seem to have a lot higher drag losses. Yeah, this probably isn't going to... But they want me to find out, I guess. Yeah, I don't think this is going to make it. Oh, hello, Mr. Saturn in Tube. Maybe it'll make it. I don't know. We need to reach, like, over here, which doesn't seem like we're going to be doing that. We had an extra 100 meters, or 1,000, oh no, we had an extra 1,000 kilometers before. So, it's kind of surprising if it doesn't make it. I mean, we didn't fly quite the same trajectory. Maybe that's part of the issue. That sucks if we have to freaking redesign this thing at all. Maybe it will make it. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, we made it. Just barely. We just need to be very careful on how we fly it, it looks like. And we have some margins. Okay. And that would be contract complete. Okay. That's good enough. Okay. Is there anything we need to change with this? We just need to tool that top tank, and then we gotta build it. Sick. I didn't even know you could download Twitch. I didn't know there was a Twitch desktop version. Which is kind of funny, I guess, as a streamer. Yeah. Let's fix all of that up. Let's finish that research. How are we looking on researchers? 31. Yeah, we're not getting them very fast. We'll get them a lot faster once we get our orbital program online. We still maxed out on rep? Yeah, we are. We could do a rocket plane launch, but I think it's better for us to not spend any money that we don't have to and just get our 5K done here. So I think that is what we will do. Okay. Which game card do you have? You mean like graphics card? I have a 3070 Ti, if you mean graphics card. Oh, you're on Android. Oh, that makes more sense. Yeah, I probably should have guessed that, actually. Yeah, on Android it makes a lot more sense to download Twitch. That makes more sense. Yep, this is another big one, guys. Screw this one up, it's bad news. So, let's just not screw it up, right? Easy as that. Okay, so far so good. We had an engine failure. That sucks. Rip in the chat, everybody. Big engine failure on that one. Yeah, we're not gonna get anywhere near where we need to be. Well, let's just see it. Watch it get destroyed. Ugh, I gotta try and grab it to do range safety. Give me the avionics. I want to blow this thing up. Oh, this is really hard to time this. Oh, I had it there. There we go. Range safety. She did. Why don't you do it with SRBs? I have not unlocked any SRBs at all. And also, they're heavier and less efficient. So, a couple reasons. But I have not spec'd into SRBs at all so far. I haven't even touched the SRB tree. I'll probably change that, because they are useful for some later stuff. But right now I have no access to any SRBs. Except for like the separation motors and stuff. Okay, May of 1954. Be done with it by July. Let's check our boo engine failure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, maybe it's worth it to spec into SRBs a little harder. You get 1958 orbital rocketry. Staff-wise, need to turn that off for now. Okay. Well, nothing to do here, but just run it back, I think. 63 days. It sucks to do it, but I don't think there's much else we should be doing right now. We need to be hiring researchers and stuff, so. Okay, there we go. We're getting it at 1956. We need to get that way earlier, though. But I mean, we're hiring researchers as fast as I can. Our researchers are going to go up a bunch once we take our orbital program, so there's something good to be said for that. Alright, take number 2, guys. How are we doing on flight data on this? Not bad. Still have a pretty good mean time between failure on it. Better than our other engines, so. Okay, 100 meters per second. Start our pitch over. This is all pretty standard at this point. Okay, looks like a good pitch over. Yeah, I don't know, like, if I'm making a big mistake by not speccing more into SRBs. I don't think they're particularly useful, but, like, for kick stages, they definitely are. But if I'm not doing light satellites, I really don't know how useful they are. Good ignition, by the way. Like, I don't know for heavy satellites if SRBs have a really, like, a real place in the meta at all. I say the meta like this is some, like, fighting game, but you guys know what I mean. Because anything I could do with an SRB, I could just throw a U-1250 on it, and it's going to get, you know, way better specific impulse, way better, well, not better thrust, but I mean, the big advantage of SRBs, I think, is just their thrust-to-weight ratio. Which, you know, don't get me wrong, there's still definitely something to be said for that, but... Okay. Did you have something update from the website? Sorry for cursing. You're good. You didn't even really curse, to be honest. You said FK. I said the fuck part. Oh, we're launching into darkness. Oh, we had a performance loss. That's bad. Oh, I don't think we have the performance to take a performance loss on this. I don't think we're that overspec'd. Ah, man. See, I guess that doesn't happen to SRBs. Maybe that is the advantage of the SRBs. Alright, let's see how far we made it. The answer is going to be not far enough. Yeah, we made it 3.6, but not where we need to be. We're gonna have to try that one again, everybody. Man, the launch failures just keep coming this save. It is absurd. And like, what do we do about it? You know what I mean? Really not much we can do. And we're falling around behind on our rep limit. Man. We're not going to finish this until the end of 1954 now. Which gives us a year from finishing this to try and get to orbit if we want to get by 1955. Ah, that's frustrating. And the thing is, we're maxed out on flight data on these engines, which is kind of the crazy part. Oh. Also, you didn't answer me. What style are we going for this save? I don't really know yet. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to pick a, like a certain style. I think I may just see how I'm feeling in terms of the vehicles and go from there. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to have like a, you know, go heavy into Soviet style or American or vice versa. I mean, last time we pretty much did Soviet with our like R7 looking thing. So maybe we'll try more American style this time. The thing is for... Oh, something happened. What happened? One Riz God 2 followed. Thank you for the follow. I don't... Oh, it's Shadow. Hey, Shadow. Yeah, I don't necessarily know if it's worth it to go early American style, given that for the heavy program. I really don't know. We'll see. I mean, I guess we can always just build an upscaled American version. But for the heavy satellite program, I mean, you want a rocket that's like 150-ish tons. And the RD-107 and RD-108 are just so, like, unmatched for that portion of the game that I think it's really hard to find a, an American counterpart to that. Maybe we'll go Chinese. Maybe we'll build Long March rockets. I don't know. Okay, good ignition. This time it's a cringe name for sure, don't lie. One Riz God, yeah, I don't know if I can argue with that one being a little on the edge on that one. I mean, it could be worse, right? Alright, let's get to praying, everybody. This is the big one. If we can get this done, we are in a good place. If we can't, then it gets a little more complicated. Okay, good ignition. We don't have a performance loss. That is our downrange contract complete. How can I support in other ways? The name of my brother. Was my last memory of him. Oh, okay. Well then, that's a valid name. I mean, tell your friends about the stream. If your parents, I mean, if you want to sub, if your parents have Amazon Prime or something, or if you have Amazon Prime, then you can link that and sub for free. But honestly, just watching is all the support I would ever ask for. So, I appreciate you being here. I gotta update the profile picture on YouTube. We're still using the old one. I gotta fix that. Okay. I mean, in theory, that's good. It looks like it is. Can we get to 5K? The answer is... Yes, we can. Let's go. That's fantastic. Hey! Thank you for the Prime sub. Really appreciate that. Thank you, Parkanev. That's awesome. But we did it as well. What perfect timing. We got a Prime sub and we completed our program. Can't complain about that. Let's watch this thing blow up. Oh yeah. Very good. Very, very good. Did I not give out the sub rolls? I thought I did most of them. Who doesn't have one that should have one? Or who doesn't have it that should have it? I guess my brother got a sub, so I guess he needs it. But I think that's it. I think they're all good. You have the sub roll. Yeah, you have the Twitch sub roll. One more beer. Yeah, right. Okay, that is amazing. That's early rocket development done. That's a huge influx of rep. And then we can take heavy satellites. We would have liked to take it as breakneck, but we can't. So we're going to take it at fast. Okay. That is big for the program. Let me tell you guys. We can get the research going a lot faster now. Not in Discord? I think you do. I'm looking at it. Seems like you do. Okay. Thank you all so much for being here. You know what? Maybe we design our first orbital rocket. What do you guys think? You guys think we designed the first orbital rocket? I think we designed the first orbital rocket. I think we'll, I think it's time to start looking at that. Who was your day one supporter? Ball Muncher. If he's still here. Shout out Ball Muncher. He has been here since day one. Yeah, shout out. Yeah, you were. I mean, everybody who's like in chat right now has been here for a while. But Ball Muncher, I think, was probably the first. It was him and another guy who hasn't been around. I forget the other guy's name. It was something like Pilot, I think, in the name, actually. I don't remember. Alright, what if we build an Atlas style? Or what if we build... How about this for an idea, guys? What if we build a cursed small Saturn V? Yeah, exactly. It's a Saturn 1. I think this is kind of a fun idea. I don't hate this idea. When do I get this? Is this the 1967 one? Yeah, it is. Yeah. Let's check our performances here. So what we're trying to beat is he has 314 ISP in a vacuum. Oh, it's so cursed. It's so cursed. What if we did this? Okay, this is too big, obviously, but I just want to see. This is purely experimental. If we threw this together. Okay. A Soviet Saturn. Yeah, peers of followers, all that I would ever ask for. Like, subs are completely optional, obviously. Like, they're just, that's not, you know, we're not here just for money. We're not here for money at all, to be honest. I have no illusions about that. Oh, it's so cursed. I can't do this, guys. I can't do it. Let's bring it down. Because first of all, it's just way too heavy. And second of all, you know, it's completely cursed. A Chinese hypergolic gas generator vacuum engine. Huh. I guess we have to think about the fact that we have Chinese engines available. I guess that's even more cursed. Wait, why is that not bad performance? Well, I guess it is kind of trash. Double digit shout out. Oh yeah, we're at 11. Lead the game. What is this rocket? I know. I know. No, you're entirely correct. I mean, we could just use those. These are 19. Oh, these are also unlocked. These are actually not bad engines. Maybe we use... I mean, What does one of these get us in terms of thrust to weight? Oh, it needs launch clamps. I wish it would still show you the freaking thrust to weight. Okay, it's not positive. But if we throw, I mean, 4 of them is probably excessive, I would say. I'm aiming for around 150 tons for this first vehicle, I think. Because I want to do something very similar to what we did before, where we can just use the same vehicle throughout the early game. So I'd like for something that can do about 150, that weighs around 150 tons. I think that's kind of the sweet spot. Okay, what kind of performance does that give us? Insane thrust to weight, but not bad performance. We can burn them way longer too. So we could make this taller, but problem is our weight's going to come up then. Although not by much. I mean, that puts us at 143 tons with pretty good performance. This is a Chinese copy of the art. Oh, that makes sense. You are 500. Let me look. Aren't there TTS messages in Twitch? Do you need to allow it, or is this something? I don't have TTS going right now, but maybe at some point. Okay, let's try and build this thing out and see what we come up with. Okay, something like that maybe. Alright, let's give this thing enough controllable mass. We need to give it 150 tons it's going to end up being. And let's make this white, so at least it kind of blends in. Alright, let's add another avionic. I'm going to remove it. Okay, so the top diameter of that is like what? Let's find out. About 2 meters, right? Yeah, so it sizes it down a meter. Okay. Second stage here. Oh, we can use these. These probably look a little more, Oh, there's none of the... Oh, there's one for conventional. Okay. Okay. Make this into a... fuselage is fine. And then what do we want to use for our upper stage engine? We can use the Scud engine. I mean, it's not a bad option. We throw 2 Scuds on this. How's our thrust to weight look? That's reasonable. I think we're overburning the engine a little bit. Yeah, but not by a lot. I'm getting a pretty decent little kick in Delta V. So if we ran this like this, or something like this. Okay. It's a little mismatched in terms of the pattern. How much controllable mass do we need on this? About 10 tons. Maybe call it 15. Up the controllable mass on this. 50. Okay, let's add a payload fairing. How do we feel about this, guys? How do we feel about our little Saturn V idea? I feel like it's kind of fun. It uses technology that we're not typically using. That to fire, those to go, then that can happen. Just needs to down here. Okay. All right, and then we'll throw on a just a little upper stage probe here for now. Throw on an AJ-10. Like that. And I mean, that is an orbital capable vehicle with big room for improvement. Give it like 500 EC for now. Yeah, I mean, that is orbital capable. Again, We gotta figure out what we want to name it too. What are the bubbles near chat? Don't know what you mean, to be honest. Okay, and then we need to stage this with that, and we can do like that. It's 151 tons, which is not bad. I don't know what we're gonna name it, so let's just call it Untitled for now and give it a little test. There's a lot of stuff we can do to make this drive Instagram. I do not. I might make one for the channel at some point. I don't know. We'll see. How are we doing? Hey guys, we're 4th. That's so exciting. We're 4th on the category. The day that I actually make it the first on the category would just be, that would just make my day. Cut off at 0. Okay. Probably turn our pitch rate up a little bit. Oh, we had a performance loss. Luckily, I think, yeah, we can just turn it off. That's kind of nice. Yeah, we had another failure. We can even handle 2 engine failures. Having some engine out capability is pretty nice. I mean, we couldn't have handled that like earlier on. We need to hot stage these. Let's just stage them with the actual stage. Who is? Oh, see you, Alonso. You are 3rd in the category. No pilot. Is that true? I thought we were. Oh, we are 3rd. I guess one of the streams might have ended. It's pretty sick. Okay. I mean, yeah, this thing is pretty damn capable. Oh, we need to turn down that hot staging interval, but I mean, that is half a ton to low Earth orbit in its most inefficient configuration. So, actually more than half a ton, a sixth of a, or no, 60% of a ton. 6/10 of a ton into low Earth orbit. I don't hate it, guys. I gotta be honest, I don't hate it. I mean, I kind of hate it because of the whole, you know, being a Saturn V thing. But I don't hate it that much. Your pilot, choose a name, Luna Sol. I hope it's right. Which one do I like better? I mean, I fuck with Luna. It's a cool name. How expensive is this thing? Very is the answer. But, I mean, actually to build it's not that expensive. Let's see. So when we eventually change it over, I want to see what kind of performance we can get when we are a little bit better off. And if we switch this to an RD-105, pretty much guarantee you our performance is going to shoot through the roof. This needs to be changed to like 8 tons instead. And then this can actually also be shortened a little bit. What's the max burn time on this engine? Oh, it's 7 minutes. I mean, sure. Yeah, so look at that. I mean, if when we have the technology to optimize this, that puts us at 12,749 meters per second. I mean, that's pretty good. Oh, wait a minute. These engines, oh, I might have fucked this. I think these engines might be unlocked. Are these 1958 orbital rocketry? When are these unlocked? How can you tell? Well, I mean, I can tell this way. Let me pull these engines off quick. And then we'll know. No, they're 1957. Okay, good. Got a little nervous about that. That would have been annoying. Okay. Yeah, I mean, in this configuration, this will complete all of our early satellite programs and some. I think it's pretty good. I mean, let's simulate it quick. Wait a minute. Are you telling me? Dude, this thing could go to the moon. In this configuration, we could send something to the moon with this rocket. That's pretty damn good. Okay, we got a failure. But I would bet you if we... Oh, it's going to fail college. But yeah, this thing will... This thing can send stuff to the moon. With really inefficient avionics. Okay, cool. This is back to the old version. Yep. What do we need this for? Needs... Oh, we're going to have that. We switch to this version. How much of a performance boost is that? A lot. Yeah, substantial. So, we'll probably switch that then as well. We can also lower this controllable mass then by a bunch, which will also boost our performance. Yeah, I mean this is what we were looking for. This is a 150-ton rocket that can do everything at the beginning. Yeah, I kind of did make the American Proton. Now what are we going to call it? Anybody? We need some names here. And then this is where we'll probably cut off for today. We'll do one more X-plane as well, and then we'll cut off for today. We need a good name for this rocket. We got Gumball 1. We got Luna. I'm liking them. We got anything else? Luna, we can make a variant of this rocket called Luna, because we'll use this to send something to the moon at some point. Yeah, I know what Luna means, dude. Nah, yeah, I am aware. Void Raccoon 5. I wonder if Void Raccoon's around. That's one of my buddies. Is that what that emote's called? Did I name that emote after him? See if No, you're good, Shadow. Yeah, that is. I forgot that I named the emote after him. I don't mind calling it the Void Raccoon. That's kind of a funny name. Although Gumball's also good. Or Luna. I don't know. There's so many options. I kind of like the Void Raccoon 5. I think that's kind of funny. I think I may have to go with that. At least for now. Alright, the Void Raccoon 5. It's a pretty capable launch vehicle, actually. Somewhat shockingly. You get a little screenshot of the boy to put in the Rocket Pictures channel. Names, but they were all cringe. Hey man, we're okay with cringe names, don't get me wrong. Alright. Get a little screenshot of the boy. Oh, the screenshots aren't taking because I'm not on Steam. Well, I can grab screen grabs from the stream. Okay, nobody say anything in chat really quick. Okay, cool. Alright, let's get this launch pad building, and I think that'll be it. New launch pad. We will name it. Let's name it Bars. Let's give Bars a launch pad. Let's give ourselves a maximum tonnage of 175. Is that reasonable? Maybe we go 180 to be safe. I think 180 is probably fine. Human rated. Do we make it human rated at the start? It's gonna have to be eventually, but I think we can just edit it. I think that's fine. Alright, let's get that building. Like ass, it's orange. Send it in the chat. I want to see that. Send it in the Discord. Okay, how long is that going to take to build? 200 days, and we're still making money. And also start getting this running at some reasonable amount. We're good on rep for now, but we're going to need more of it. So that's going to take 200 days. How is our research coming along? Not amazing. We can slow down the construction on the astronaut complex so we can get our researchers quicker. We'll have our researchers in 133 days. Not bad. Let us do an X-Planes launch, and I think that'll be us for today. Let's get one more of those done. We have one accepted. Let's prep it for air launch, and let's train our boy on the mission, shall we? I sent it. I mean, it could be worse. It could be worse. It could be worse. Alright, daytime. I think there's nothing to do but send it. We have all this going. We're researching this as quickly as we possibly can be. We have any new admins that we care about? Nope, not really. So that's fine. We have both programs activated. We need to get going on our X-Planes at some point because we want to finish it at the peak. But I think we'll be okay. Okay. Is there anything else we can be thinking about doing right now? Maybe we upgrade the admin building. Maybe that's more important in the astronaut complex, so we can take Earth observation satellites and crude orbit at the same time. It seems like that's probably a reasonable thing to do. We can have it take a while, though. That's fine. That's not a big deal. We still need the money. And we can have that going just a little bit in the background. Okay. Let's go. Let's send our boy on one last mission. No, you're good, Shadow. I don't take anything seriously, so you're all good. Alright. Experimental rocket planes. Both engines are lit. That's great for the program. This thing gets a little squirrely while it's slow. I wonder if we should probably turn that down a little bit. Okay. We have to reach 28,000 meters and 700 meters per second. So, should be easy enough. Let's make sure our supersonic science is running. We never investigated what that bit of debris is. We'll go check that out here after this launch. I guess after this flight. Okay. There is our 700. Let's make sure we're going to reach our altitude. It looks like we are. We can't go too high, though, or he will suffocate, which would be less than ideal for the public relations of the program. And we can complete some records here. Speed records and stuff like that. Okay, contract complete. Big tornado season in the Midwest where I live. Oh. Yeah, I am, I think I've already doxed. Oh my gosh, she's gonna die. Descend, 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 descend. Oh, no, 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 no. Gleb, no. Oh, we're good. Okay. Gleb just was briefly suffocating, guys. It's no big deal. Oh my goodness. My heart almost just died. Yeah, I'm in Florida, and we didn't have, like, any hurricanes this year. Any, like, major ones. Which was kind of disappointing. I shouldn't say that. That's kind of fucked up to say. It impacts people a lot, so I shouldn't say it's disappointing. But, like, hurricane weeks can be, if you're not in, like, the worst of it, very enjoyable. Just hanging out with your friends while it's storming outside. But I should not say I'm disappointed there were no hurricanes, because people die. Alright. Lep is coming in for landing. How does he look? Look how locked in Glep is. He's not like a normal Kerbal. Like, I feel like Kerbals are typically, like, all happy. But Glep is just locked in. There's nothing going on behind those eyes. Alright. Oh, we got a little smile out of Glep. Look at that. Our boy's a little bit happy. Oh, okay. Glep's happy now. I guess he thinks he's made it. It's like, you're celebrating a little early there, Glep. We've had some accidents on the runway before. I should have this up and ready to hit eject if I need to. I know we have the longest runway in the world here, so I'm not super worried about getting it down quick. I'd rather be safe about it. Yeah, touchdown. And no need to eject. Look, Glep is so sad. Why is he sad? I guess he's sad he had to come home. Poor Glep. He knows if he don't survive, it means no more cookies. That's true. Glep will not be getting any more cookies if he dies. Okay. I think that's good. I think we're in a really good place right now. We're making that money. We have our orbital launch site building. While we're waiting for all of our orbital stuff to happen, we will do a bunch of X-Planes flights and all that stuff. We are hiring researchers, which is fantastic. We'd like to be hiring them a little faster. We can probably... We really don't need this astronaut complex super quickly. So we can probably set that down to 5%, and then we can probably turn the admin building down as well to like 15%, because that's going to make us get a lot more money daily to hire researchers with, because we really want to get this research going. I mean, we want to be, if we want to go orbital in 1955, we need to get that quicker. And we have timing of your live streams. I think we're pretty much going to be around 12 p.m. EST, so noon every day, Eastern Standard Time, I think is probably where we're going to be. I think that seems to work best for everybody. And then we might have some in the evening sometimes, but we'll see. Let's do a raid, shall we? That went really well last time. Let's see who I want to raid. I want to find someone smaller, I think, to raid. I'm not just going to go to, like, the top guy. Oh, yeah. This looks good. Like 12 a.m. in Pakistan? I guess. I don't really know. Alright, we're going to do a raid, everybody. Epad Brad. Okay. Let's all hop in the raid if you guys want to come with. It'll be a fun little time, and we'll surprise this guy with a little raid. But thank you all for being here. I will see you all tomorrow. And yeah, see everybody.